Citroen doesn't do conventional cars, and if you want proof, look no further than this, the C4 Cactus. Even putting aside its name, there are plenty of rather unconventional aspects to the Cactus. The French brand's first in-house SUV, it has been designed to take on the likes of the Mazda CX-3, Honda HR-V and Renault Captur. But Citroen hasn't tried to build a direct like-for-like rival. Instead, it has given the Cactus a unique character and features not seen on its rivals. The most notable are these panels on the side. They're called air bumps, and basically it's like protective bubble wrap for a car. It's designed to keep the car safe from the knocks and scrapes it'll get in the urban jungle. The concept works by basically these are plastic panels, which means there's an air pocket behind them, so they can take a knock and bounce right back. In here there's this kind of old school looking bench seat layout, but it's not actually a three-seater across the front. Citroen's instead modelled the seats off a sofa, and to be honest, it feels like a sofa. These are really comfortable chairs. But it's not all retro. The dashboard, the traditional dials and gauges have been replaced by these two tablet-style displays, and the gear stick's been replaced by just 3 buttons. There's a really cool blend of sort of retro charm, but modern technology in here. Unlike its previous SUVs that relied on borrowed technology from Mitsubishi, the Cactus is based on an updated version of the underpinnings used on the Peugeot 208 and 2008. It will be offered in Australia with a choice of 2 power plants, a 1.2 litre 3-cylinder turbo petrol or a 1.6 litre 4-cylinder turbo diesel. The petrol unit is good for 81 kilowatts of power and 205 Nm of torque and is paired with a 5-speed manual transmission. The diesel is matched to a 6-speed automated manual and pumps out 68 kilowatts and 230 Nm. Despite its SUV image, both models are front-wheel drive only. I'm driving the diesel model, and to be honest, it's a bit of a mixed bag in terms of how it handles on the road. The engine is actually pretty good. It's got decent pulling power for a little diesel, mostly because it's actually a pretty light car. This tips the scales 200 kilograms less than the Citroen C4 hatchback. The engine though is let down by the transmission. These robotised manuals have never been my favourite gearbox. There's a real clunkiness to how they operate, where you can feel the mechanicals disengage in the clutch and change in the gears. It's just nowhere near as smooth as a traditional automatic. In the Cactus, it's particularly noticeable. There's a real inconsistency to them. Some of the shifts are actually pretty smooth, but then other times there's a real jolt through the cabin. So that's a bit of a letdown that this hasn't got what, it's just a traditional torque converter would really make this car a lot nicer to drive. In terms of handling, it's actually a pretty good thing. It's not the sportiest of these compact SUVs, but the handling is quite neutral. The steering's nice and light around town. It lacks a little bit of feel on the open road, but to be honest, you're not really buying a compact SUV if you're into open road country driving. But overall, we found today, it's been pretty good. In terms of ride quality, it does feel a little bit firm at times, and the rear suspension can crash over larger bumps, but overall, again, it's a pretty good thing, but not quite class leading. The Cactus is due to go on sale in the first quarter of 2016. Until the end of the year, Citroen Australia is letting customers order their Cactus in any one of the possible 23,000 colour, trim and specification possibilities. Customisation will be a major part of the Cactus sales pitch. Although Citroen Australia has said it won't continue to offer quite as many options as it does now, it will still allow customers a wide range of choice, including 4 different colours for the air bumps, as well as the exterior colours and interior trim. That will give it a point of difference compared to its more conventional competitors. Local pricing hasn't been confirmed, but is expected to start at approximately $25,000 for the petrol model, with the diesel a few thousand more expensive, but still squeezing in under the $30,000 barrier. At those prices, the Cactus will sit competitively against its rivals, if at the upper end of the market. But given Citroen's position in the market relative to the likes of Mazda, Honda and co., not to mention its very different take on the concept, it isn't expected to be a huge volume seller. But for a brand looking to re-establish itself, that may be no bad thing. Unconventional as it may be, the Cactus has an appeal unlike any other compact SUV. It may not be quite a match for its rivals on the driving front, but from the air bumps to the interior, it's typical of Citroen's left field thinking, and that will appeal to those who like to be a bit unconventional.